Alright, today with Glover here, and I'm out to react to all the anime interview panel at Anime Limited Matsuri virtual convention. This is the second Matsuri virtual convention, since May or so. I forgot when that first one is, but I'm finally about to do an Anime Limited interview panel reaction, and I'm expecting something to come to America. Yeah, this industry panel is more for, English fans. Not American fans, but yeah, there could be something for Americans too. Yeah, it's all about start. Yeah, I'm hoping for class to come to America. Anime Limited Shout Factory could bring this to America. Maybe Cyber City 808 as well. It's my birthday today as well, so well, at least I'm giving this guy my story for my birthday, and I'm so about to do an unboxing whenever I get back home, this Wednesday. And it's gonna be something big, really big, and I only pay those are 2 premium editions. I only pay $58 for it. Yeah, from the birthday sale. So
hello everyone.
Here we go.
Welcome to the All the Anime Industry Panel 1 here at cloudmatsuri.com.
Okay, I think you're supposed to have the 1 because there are more to come tomorrow. I guess I could do a reaction to that too.
Hello everyone. How's it going, Andy? We're back on Cloud Matsuri again. Yeah, it's early days. There's still a lot to be watched, a lot to come. But it's good to be back. Indeed, and we hope you guys have enjoyed the panels that have taken place throughout the day so far. Loads more stuff to come, but we've got a lot to talk about. Now, normally what we would do if you've ever seen one of our industry panels is we would go into a big long spiel about who we are, what we do, and then we would move into some more, perhaps arguably exciting things as to what things we have coming up and some new announcements. I'd be lying if I said that isn't what's going to happen today, but the very, very first part of that, we're probably going to truncate it a little bit more than usual, because we do have, and I want to say this from the outset, a second All the Anime Industry panel taking place tomorrow, that being Sunday the 22nd of November, at 8 p.m, if I remember correctly off the top of my head,
UK
where that will feature Mr.
It's 2 p.m. in Central Time.
There will be a live Q&A portion of that panel as well, where you can picture any kind of question you want to Mr. Andrew Partridge. So if you've got any particular licensing-based questions that you want to throw his way, I'm just going to say it's probably a better idea to throw them at him. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Save all the worst questions for Andrew, please, and I will make him take them tomorrow. So who are we? We are Anime Limited. We are the UK's largest independent distributor of Japanese animation, be it on home video, cinema, and digitally. You can find all the information relating to our releases at alltheanime.com. That is our official website, and you can also find us on social media on the likes of Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and of course here on YouTube, if that's where you're watching Cloud Matsuri, under the username alltheanime. We like to try and go in a different direction, some might say, to how other companies may handle releases, because we like to do traditional Blu-ray and DVD releases, but then we have our own collector's edition releases, and then when it's required, or when we simply have so much material that it would be foolish of us not to take advantage of it, we like to go one step further, and that be an Ultimate Edition release. Andy, it's fair to say over the years, we have done some pretty ridiculous stuff when it comes to Ultimate Editions, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely. It's resin gates, flight cases, you name it, we've somehow managed to mould it into an anime release. So this brings us on to
have an Ultimate
what
Collection.
about
Not now. You're gonna spoil all of us.
Andy, we have made a decision that we want to focus on some upcoming releases, and by upcoming we mean imminently, don't we? Yeah, absolutely. As people may have noticed and be starting to fret about, it's the end of November. We're fast approaching December, and of course we will start having to think about Christmas.
So it is time for us to talk about our 12 Days of Christmas sale, which is going to have some pretty tasty goodies and morsels to tempt you with this year.
It's the most wonderful time of the year for your bank accounts and wallets to weep with utter agony, because if you've seen our 12 Days of Christmas sales before, everybody, there's been a pretty regimented format when it comes to how we do things and what offers there are going to be. This year, we are changing it up a little bit. Now, if you recently tuned in to our All the Anime Christmas Showcase, which you can watch at our YouTube channel in its entirety at youtube.com/alltheanime, where we ran through a whole bunch of products that are going to be coming up for you during the 12 Days of Christmas sale in a lot more detail. So, Andy, the Christmas sale is going to be kicking off this year with our, what some people have called legendary, which might be a stretch, but you know, everyone's got their own choice of words, mystery box offer.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. If people aren't aware, what we do every year with our mystery box is we take 5 of our Collector's Edition products, who knows what they are, because it's a mystery. We stick them all in one box, and for £45 you can have what usually comes out to a couple of £100 worth of anime, just all yours.
Like I said, this is mainly for the English.
As you can imagine, they're pretty popular. They tend to fly off the shelves.
Yeah, no offense.
Traditionally, our mystery boxes with
Johnny Red Panda personnel, that's not included.
But just to kind of spoil everybody trying to figure out what's in the boxes, we decided we'd switch it up and be a bit mean this year and make it day one.
So the mystery box will kick off the sale, but throughout the days of the sale, folks, the way it is going to work is that there will be a new product added to the ongoing sale every day. There will be a whole bunch of products that will be on sale throughout the Christmas sale, but there will be new select products added to the lineup each day. And speaking of the word popular, Andy, a release which, I'm going to put it pretty bluntly here in a polite way, we have had some people literally badgering us for the better part of 2 years about wanting news on this, and we know it has been a long time coming, and we're really grateful that you guys really wanted news on this, but we can now tell you Cyber City Oedo 808, our collector's edition Blu-ray of it, is coming, and it will be part of the 12 Days of Christmas sale. Andy, it's fair to say, this release is far more loaded than we probably could have ever imagined when we first announced this was coming.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did I see a Shell Factory, or no, that's a CD logo. Compact disc. I forgot. It's gonna come with a CD.
We kind of got a bit carried away, if we're being honest. So yeah, we ended up with a book that's packed with really good information and interviews with some of the kind of major players in its English UK release in particular. The remastering went really well, so it looks really great. We figured everybody loves the English soundtrack from Rory McFarlane, so we probably better add that. So we ended up picking up the rights to the CD, which will be included. We made an entire documentary about the making of Cyber City Oedo right from its kind of initial Japanese gestation through to all of the various aspects of its release.
David want to say happy birthday to me.
Today, about Matsuri, but it's also on the disc. And yeah, we picked up all the extras from the previous release of the series. We remastered the UK's kind of rather nifty trailer. We basically went the whole hog because why not? And because everybody was so red hot for this, we kind of caught the bug and ended up being red hot for it as well.
Yeah, and you got a little bit of an extra exclusive tidbit there, folks, because that documentary that Andy mentioned, it is indeed going to be on our Blu-ray release. There was some last minute, let's say, working quite late at night to make it possible, partly by my colleague here, Mr. Andy Hanley, but it has happened, it is going to be on the disc, and you can see the premiere of that documentary later today here at Cloud Matsuri. It is something to behold. I'm not going to spoil anything, folks, but you need to see this thing. It is going to be a great time, and you're going to be even more hyped if you aren't already. But speaking of being hyped for things, Andy, a title which a lot of people are excited about because it's been out of print for such a long time here in the UK following its original release by Bees Entertainment.
Planets.
Planethead.
Yes,
Planethead.
classic manga. They've got a really good anime adaptation. It is beloved of our CEO, Andrew Partridge. I'll ask him anything about Planethead tomorrow and he'll happily answer. And yeah, so we're bringing it to the West on Blu-ray for the first time, which we are very excited about because it's a really, really good and really kind of unique series.
This is the Master Life of my Sunrise.
We know a lot of people out there are fans of Satoshi Kon.
Oh boy, here we go.
we are delighted, to say the least, to be releasing Millennium Actress on Blu-ray. But Andy,
Millennium
the big
Actress.
news coming out of this recently from us is the fact it's not
4K
only just
Blu-ray.
Blu-ray. There's a 4K Blu-ray in there as well now.
But yeah, people may or may not be aware that there was a 4K transfer done in Japan, not actually released on kind of 4K Blu-ray anywhere else, and so you know, we got theatrical screenings in 4K.
It's by the same author as Vinland Saga.
But when we kind of came to our release, it kind of felt wrong.
Maybe Anime Limited could get Vinland Saga where it can, I don't know.
4K HDR version of the film made and put on the UHD Blu-ray. So if you've got a shiny new PlayStation 5, or you've got one on the way, the new Xbox for that matter, and you want something to watch on it, then why not check out Millennium Actress in 4K to christen that UHD Blu-ray drive?
But moving on from there, Andy, something a bit different in the realm of films that we'll be releasing, because there is also Summer Days with Coup.
Alright,
so
that's
this is a film from the
they
director
got that from
Kevin
G-Kids.
a name some people may recognize from Miss Hokkazai, another of our releases. They've got an Ultimate Edition. Also stuff like Colourful
Should have mentioned
and
like
more recently,
Millennium
Birthday
Actress.
Wonderland, which we released,
I mean, the guy
this
from
year.
like 11 Arts.
And some days with kids, it's a really, really charming little film. Like it kind of takes the idea of like the
This Summer Days with Coup is from G-Kids.
and kind of has
And I
a
don't
really
think it was ever
interesting
dubbed.
little story to tell around one particular Kaplan that gets involved with a family, and you know, obviously, you know, being a mythological creature that's is suddenly proven to exist.
Yeah, the girl
it's
has
quite
got too,
interesting
well,
to some people.
no.
And it's a
The
really
cat's
good story.
good
It's a
enough
really
for
good
them.
little film. Like I kind of watched it recently for the first time. Maybe not expecting much because it's not like a big name movie. Even like something like this Hulk
Okay.
talked about.
Yeah, Millennium Actress does have a UK dub.
Really
I
good.
think it's Pal
Moving on
Tones.
from that, everybody, we turn our attention to a show which we know a lot of people are waiting for our release on, but there is a very, very good reason it has taken a while for us to be able to actually release this, and we're going to elaborate like we did in our Christmas showcase for you now as to why that happened. Full Metal Panic Invisible Victory, Season 4 of Full Metal Panic. I am very excited to add this to my collection as well. That is going to be arriving as a Blu-ray Collector's Edition set. You'll get the entire season, there's a bunch of extras on the disc as well. But Andy, the crucial detail, which is why our release has taken so long to come out, is in Japan, they have something called audio dramas, or picture dramas, as they're sometimes referred to.
Alright.
These are stories featuring the voice cast that perhaps, you know, think of it like a radio play, like you've
Wait,
got on the radio.
I don't think Funimation's Blu-rays have
Act
that.
out
Oh boy.
a scenario, a story that occurs.
I'll
One of
check.
the audio dramas that
Let me
was
check
created was
Funimation.
an adaptation of the light novel that follows the story of the second raid that then actually leads in to Invisible Victory. So there is actually like a gap in the story technically, although you know, it's just the way it works out, but it's not ideal, let's say, when it comes to wanting to be a completionist in terms of the Full Metal Panic anime. So what we did was we were able to get hold of said audio drama, which, Andy, correct me if I'm wrong, it's a Very Merry Christmas.
And Dancing Very Merry Christmas.
Oh boy.
We got hold of that.
You're right.
And via, I'll say some
Funimation Blu-rays don't have this.
and perhaps actually was involved to make it possible. But what we did was we put that on a Blu-ray, so you will actually be able to watch the audio drama.
We need the
with some
LCD done
imagery
again.
as well involved.
They mess with Funimation.
Subtitle, as it's only in Japanese audio, but you will then be able to experience this in a way, quote unquote, extra season of Full Metal Panic that then leads you right into Invisible Victory. It is something I'm incredibly excited to watch myself, Andy, because admittedly at the time
Funimation messed up
I've not
big
had a chance to
time.
see it, but I'm very excited and I'm delighted it's included in our release.
Yes, yeah, I did get to see it because you know such the hardships of working for Anime Limited and got to sit and watch all this anime. It's terrible. Yeah, like it is a really good fun kind of connecting story. Like you can kind of see why they skipped it because it's not absolutely crucial to anything that happens in Invisible Victory, but like it's a good little story and it kind of adds a little bit more depth to kind of like Sosuke and Jiguri's relationship. So it's really nice to have, and yeah, like it was the thing when Invisible Victory came out of everybody said like, oh, but what about this story? Like we're never going to get to see this in English, and so it's really cool that we actually managed to go away and make that happen and let people kind of fill in that gap. Because yeah, like you say, if you're a big Full Metal Panic fan, as I think most of us are, you know, you kind of want to experience the whole thing. And now you can.
And also, folks, we should not just try and toot our own horn here, but I'm going to. This is also exclusive to our release. So if you really want it that badly, you're going to have to get our release. Just saying.
Yeah, FNP fans gonna have to get a region-free Blu-ray for this. For the
far less important and far more entertaining comical.
oh yeah, that So I wonder if they're gonna do 4K Your Name. That's not information into yet.
Folks, if you want to be the complete Full Metal Panic fan, you need this in your collection. Speaking of needing to complete your collections, folks, some of you may already know that we have released K Missing Kings, K Maternal Kings,
from
in the
Viz,
future,
maybe.
K7 Stories will also be getting a release from us. But there was the elusive first season of K. It's been out of print for a very long time in the UK, but we are bringing it back to the UK on Blu-ray. It's going to be coming in a Blu-ray collector's edition set, Andy, and people can finally have that first season of K if they weren't able to pick up the original release a good few years ago at this point.
Yeah, I don't think how long ago that was, because it just made me feel old. Yeah, like it's been a while, and yeah, this has been one of those off-requested
I don't think it's
things.
streaming on Funimation. I think it's streaming on Crunchyroll.
Okay, and I've played edition releases and been like, oh yeah, these are really nice, but I want to start at the beginning, which is a fair comment on a series like that. So yeah, going back to the start, and we've given it the collector's edition treatment to match Missing Kings and Return of Kings.
Andy, it's fair to say that we at Anime Limited, let alone ourselves personally, are big fans of Studio Trigger. Right?
Oh,
That is fair to say, yes.
So, when I say Kill la Kill complete Blu-ray box,
Here we
what's
go.
the first thing you think of?
Excitement.
Good.
Yeah,
because
that's-
that is what people should be, because a complete Blu-ray box is finally going to be available. As part of our 12 days of
here's
Christmas
something
sale.
Funimation could
It's been a
bring
long
this to
time
Blu-ray in
coming.
North
We know
America
people
soon.
have
4
wanted it for a very
outlets in
long time,
America.
but you will now be able to have the entire series as a complete collection. If you've not seen it before,
So, this
it's
is a
freaking
nice
bonkers.
artwork.
It is freaking great. And also,
Especially in the
said,
back.
watching it dub and sub is just as enjoyable. The dub is really, really strong in this one.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, it's a really good
Soundtracks
show.
and
I
bangs.
hate consumer, and it's always it's been a perennial kind of thing. It's always been a nice thing. Not so much this year, but in previous years, like every convention you see new people coming by being like, oh, Kill la Kill, like I need to go and buy it, and now you can just own it all in one set, which is very handy.
But wait, there's more, I hear you say. Yes, there are more offers, everybody, because the next offer to tell you about is a series by the name of Erased. It is a show that when it was airing and
And the flags
broadcasting,
again.
it was making people go mental at the cliffhangers, to say the least. And if you've not picked up our release of it before it went out of print, I should say, you are now going to have the opportunity to pick up these
I
series
think there
as
could be a
Blu-ray
complete
set as well. Andy, I
thing
cannot
there,
wax lyrical
like
about
2
Erased.
Blu-ray
I
volumes
love
North
the show.
America by
It's so
Hamilton
damn
South
good.
America.
Yeah,
Maybe they
it's
could
a
do
really
a
good thriller.
complete
Has a
Blu-ray
little bit of
collection
time
soon
travel and
enough.
kind of sci-fi stuff going in there, but really kind of accentuates it. It's a really nice looking show, like really well